Today we are reviewing for your quiz, which will be on solving systems of equations with graphing and substitution. So for this we're going to do 4 graphing and 4 substitution problems, and you'll check your answers to see if you're doing it correctly. So first off, I would like for you to graph this system, and then we will go over it. Okay, for this one, both of the y's were by themselves, so it was already in slope-intercept form. So you can just go ahead and graph it. So I'll start at 4 and go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Okay, the other one, you start at 0. And slope tells me to go up 3 over 1. And there's the intersection point. And so the answer here is 1, 3. Okay, so if you didn't get that right, you need to be asking me questions, or either raise your hand, call me over, do something so you get it figured out. Okay, let's look at number 2. Okay, for number 2, you're going to have to put the bottom one into slope-intercept form, or you can find the x and y intercept, whichever one you want to do. So go ahead and solve it and then graph it. Okay, for this one, most of you probably subtracted x to get y equals negative x plus 1. So now I'm going to graph this top one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Okay. Next one, you start at 1, and you go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. There's the intersection point right there. So I just make enough dots until they intersect. Okay, so the answer for this one would be 1, 2, 3, negative 2. And that's that. Okay, let's look at number 3. For this one, I wrote them next to each other because you do have to do work for both of them to put them in a slope-intercept form. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you can graph it. Okay, for this one, you probably just divided everything by 2 to get y equals x plus 2. Over here, subtract 4x. You could have also found the x and y intercepts for this one and done it that way. Then divide the whole thing by negative 4. And you get y equals x minus 2. So I have y equals x plus 2, y equals x minus 2. So I'll graph the first one. It goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. The other one starts at negative 2, and up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. They have the same slope. I wonder what that means. They are parallel because they do have the same slope. If you see something like this on your quiz, yes, you do still need to graph it if it's in the graphing section. But the answer here would be no solution. Okay, last graphing one. Go ahead and put that into slope-intercept form and then graph it. Okay, here I'm going to subtract 4x. 2y equals negative 4x plus 12. Divide by 2. I get y equals negative 2x plus 6. Over here I'm going to subtract 2x. negative y equals negative 2x minus 10. Divide by negative 1, y equals 2x plus 10. I don't even think I left enough space on the graph for it, but we'll just go ahead and try it. So the first one starts at negative 6. I didn't make my graph tall enough, so I'll just have to go off the graph a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. I'm going to draw it through the problem here. Hopefully you planned better than me. And the other one starts at 10 and goes up 2 over 1. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up 2 over 1, I'm assuming it goes down 2 over, yeah, it crosses right there. So let me draw this line here. Let me show you what this looks like here. This is ridiculous. Okay, so they cross right here, so that would be negative 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the answer here is negative 1, 8. The good news is on your quiz, if I give you one like this, it'll fit on the graph no matter what. Okay, let's flip this over and do some substitution now. So go ahead and try number 5 real quick. Okay, for this one you should have substituted in for the y. So negative 12x plus 4 times 3x plus 4. Equals 16. Distribute the 4. I get negative 12x plus 12x plus 16 equals 16. I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. Those cancel out, and those cancel out. I get 0 equals 0. So if you get something that's true, it is infinite solutions. Okay, next one. Go ahead and do this one. Okay, for this one, you could either take this and plug it in for the y, or you could take this stuff and plug it in for the x. Doesn't matter to me. I'll just go ahead and put this down there. If you did it the other way, subbed in for x, you still should get the same answer at the end of it. So this becomes x equals negative 3x plus 2 plus 2. I'm going to add 3x to both sides. X plus 3x is 4x, and over here 2 plus 2 is 4. Divide by 4, x equals 1. I'm going to plug that back in. It doesn't matter which one I use. Let's go here. Y equals negative 3 times 1 plus 2. That's negative 3 plus 2, which is negative 1. You can always double check your answer by plugging it back into both of the equations. Okay, let's look at number 7. For this one, you're going to have to get a variable by itself. I would not recommend doing so with the top equation. Okay, for this one, I am going to get the y by itself. So I get 2y equals 2x minus 1. Divide by 2, I get y equals x minus, I'm going to put it as 0.5. I'm going to plug that in for that y right there. 3x minus 2 times x minus 0.5 equals 4. 3x minus 2x plus 1 equals 4. I'm going to subtract 1. 3x minus 2x is just x, and that's 3. I'm going to plug this back in for that x right there. So y equals 3 minus 0.5, and that is 2.5. Okay, last one is right here, number 8. Go ahead and get a variable by itself and then plug it in. Okay, for this one, I would subtract the 2x from both sides because that's just one step. That becomes y equals negative 2x plus 1. I'm going to plug that in for that y right there. 4x minus 2 times negative 2x plus 1 equals 6. 4x plus 4x minus 2 equals 6. Add 2 to both sides. 8x equals 8. Divide by 8. X equals 1. I'm going to use this equation up here to solve for y. So this is negative 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. So the answer here is 1, negative 1. Okay, that is it for the review. You can go ahead and start your assignment. Unless you have questions, of course.